And so we begin. Hello, comrades. Welcome back to our 6th episode of the Wizard's Journey. Very excited for this one. Finally figuring out some big technical difficulties. Yes, glorious. Everything is optimal. Everything's working, and it has only been 6 minutes. Now, we'll find out if my charger is actually working as it is intended. Alright, and so we're back. Yes. Much has happened since last time, but we are... I think we're prepared. A whole new valley ahead of us. Let's actually take a look ahead and see what lays before us. Yes, that entire space. Not what to expect, so we shall see. Alright. Tell you what. How are the voices looking? Okay, so far nobody. That's understandable. I'm going to actually reference an essential document created by none other than by Crit Multiplier, who so generously spent his time to make bullet points of our journey so far. Also, just let me know if there's any kind of delays in our stream or any kind of auditory issues. I'd like to improve them as soon as possible. But yes, we are continuing on, and I actually have quite a lot to talk about. I've actually spent a good chunk of the day today at work just like reading about magic, which I don't know, I feel like I'm learning a lot, specifically magical thinking, as it is you know, I guess expressed in psychology, and so I am hopefully gonna get a chance to talk about that at some point today. Feels like as a wizard, you have to have some kind of, at the very least, rudimentary knowledge about the psychology of magic, so that might be a topic for some of today's discussion. I keep on pressing the wrong button to jump. Nothing like trying to pick up a berry and jumping up to 2 feet. Maybe even, wait, how much? No, that's like, wait. I jump up to my neck, I think. No, not quite. Either way, I jump like most of my body height, which is crazy. Unless y'all can do it IRL. Wifet, hello, good friend. Oh, so happy to have you here. This is going to be a good episode, I think. We have little reason to believe it won't be. One thing that we are looking out for is that I happen to have gotten a new charger for my computer, which has been long in the making. As before, I was using just a random USB charger. But now, we have a proper computer charger. And now the hope is that we are not going to have a charger issue. And if we do, then this was an experiment. And we will know for a fact that it is my computer and not something else. So, I will just say ahead of time, I imagine this stream will be at least 2 hours. In the scenario of the computer dying ahead of time, the stream will be... Well, sorry, the stream should be at least 3 hours, but, you know, I imagine at worst it'll die around 2 hours, but it shouldn't, so we'll see. Anyway, enough of that. What a nice arch walkway here. All right. Ooh, we got a camp ahead. I don't know, the first impulse is for violence, but that is because this whole world just tends to treat me with violence. You know what? I'm gonna, for once, be peaceful. You know what? Let it not be said that I have, sorry, let it be said, or let it not be said that I have not tried peacefully approaching life. Alright. Okay. No arms. Nothing. Alright. Hello, it's just me, just an old man with a walking staff and a torch. Hope you're doing well. Please let me go through. Alright, you just gonna high-five me? Nope. Alright, understandable. Alright. I do practically nothing to this man. You won't see this coming. Or this. Or this. Okay. So... Okay, very negative predispositions towards me. I don't exactly know why. It is... Oh, more of them. Alright. Cool. Uh, so something we're gonna have to do today is we're gonna have to find me a better weapon, a better sword, because I do not really want to upgrade some piece of trash. This is like not what I had desired to be my weapon for this journey. Wi-Fi says, so I had a minor catastrophic technical issue myself before the stream. Ah, my friend, we are so alike. This is great. No, I'm actually very sorry to hear that. What's going on, my comrade? What's been happening? My seamless saves got corrupted. No, that is catastrophic as hell. No, all the effort. Well, you let me know what's happening with that. I love being a wizard. Like, that feels powerful, you know? Just getting to, like, spellcast, sword, and just keep going. Whoever is in here, by the way, besides Wi-Fi, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's been a good week so far for me personally. I'd love to hear more about yours, and maybe even who you are, perhaps, because I know it's always intriguing to know who is here. Also, I never even considered the whole point of the ambush shard is that it shoots behind people's shields. That is going to be quite practical, I imagine. Perhaps with time. Got a smithing stone that is hopefully going to help us. Glintstone Craftsman's Cookbook. Oh, I see. Okay, well, that I imagine is going to be something quite helpful in my journey as a wizard. What is that? Oh my god, magical grenade! Who equipped these men? There is a wizard nearby, or somebody that is sponsoring their magical technology. Can I do this? Oh, fair enough, I'll do that. I wonder what those effects are. I didn't quite see. Fair enough. I hate that it always comes to violence. It feels like, as a whimsical wizard, there shouldn't be any, that shouldn't have to be the what I resort to. It should be like, oh yeah, I enter in, and they're like, oh, who are you? And I give them like maybe like a little riddle or something, and then do like a magic trick, and they're like, ah, you're cool, and then they like let me through, or something that. But like that I could actually use magic instead of violence, but for something whimsical, and instead that is in fact not an option, which saddens me. Unless it is an option, which I also don't know. Also, like the detail with the arrows, that's really nice. That's so fun. Dark fantasy ambience. Love that. Oh, Hellfire! Hello, good friend. Hello. It's just you. That shield... oh, yeah, sorry. Wi-Fi was saying stuff. But yeah, no, so great to see you, Hellfire. I'm glad you were able to make it for the stream. I think this is going to be quite a glorious journey today. I'm in a bush. All right. Wi-Fi says, daily reminder to back up your saves. Oh my god. Thankfully you made a backup. Oh, glorious. I'm so happy to hear that. That would have been actually devastating. My heart was already agonized for you, my friend. So I'm glad it's okay. Wi-Fi says that shield boosts your resistance when you equip it. I got a shield? Excuse me? Since when? What? Oh, I guess I got 2 new shields. Let's look into some lore of this world. Flame Crest Wooden Shield. A tall, medium-sized wooden shield, light for its size, and is easy to handle, carried by soldiers of the village that is afflicted by frenzy. So frenzy is what we are working with. I'm assuming that's the madness that we were talking about just earlier. I see. The yellow flame is the symbol of the affliction, serving as a warning to those who might approach the village. So that's also interesting. We're going to probably talk a lot about madness in this episode as well, I imagine. Beast Crest Heater Shield. Excuse me? Heater Shield. A medium-sized metal shield, easier to handle than a kite shield. Features a beast as its crest, serving to remind warriors not to succumb to the arousal of battle. Fight with passion, but become not its prisoner. It isn't a reminder though. I don't know if that's what it means, but I guess that's probably how they promoted it. But I just think it looks like a cool animal, cool beast. That's it. The symbolism there is neat, but not intuitive. All right, grit. Oh, glorious! The whole gang is getting here. Oh, delightful. One of these days, Nicodemus is probably maybe will also join us, and that would be actually sick. My gosh. I don't know. My week was fire. Says crit. Perfect, my friend. That is always so good to hear. It's things are looking up. Things are looking up, my friends. Wi-Fi says that the rift shield you have in your hands it increases resistance. Oh, this shield? Excuse me? This is a rift shield? I didn't even know. Oh, goodbye. No, excuse me. An equipment charm that glares back at an enemy. It boosts focus. Ah. That's cool. Okay. Well, didn't even know I had this power. Fantastic. Oh, I like the little frame rate dip there. I imagine this may be a taxing area on my computer. All right. I do love the Marsha aesthetic though. And we have a trader. What luck, what luck. There's okay. So I'm a little caffeinated today, pleasantly so, and I'm very excited to harness this power of caffeine and increase, have that energy for the whole stream. Hopefully, we'll see. Also, I just increased something. Wow, that's nice. Moving up in the world. Fantastic. You know what? It would be kind of interesting to look into this. Flame of Frenzy. I happen to have very little faith. We'll see. Maybe I'll find faith in something in this journey. But as of yet, I've only found, I guess, the evidence of the local god's incompetence. The save corrupting happened after this scare with my GPU seemingly dying, so I have had an eventful day. I'm so sorry, Wi-Fi. I have had an energy drink myself. I'm really sorry about the horrors with computer. I really think like those are some of like the most dreadful things to happen to that can happen to anyone in the modern world, at least. Excuse me, sorry, no. In the mundane Western world where we're not worried about starvation, I suppose. Yeah, that computer stuff is quite painful because it really is like an extension of your body dying, like your memory, like being lost to time. Or in fact, your time literally being lost. I mean, especially if we think about like the angle of, oh yeah, that stuff has like your photos, your saved files, everything. It literally is like a part of your brain just like gets deleted out of existence, which, kind of traumatic, arguably speaking, just because of how integrated we are with the machine. But yes, an energy drink. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I love to hear that. Hope you're doing well. Now let's talk to this fella here.
You're new around here. Surprised you found me in my little nook.
The bonfire is pretty bright.
Your money's as good as anyone else's. Why don't you take a look at my wares?
I'd love to, friend.
Don't ask me how I got my hands on them, eh?
Oh, I see. Keep your secrets. All right. What do we have here? Okay, a cookbook. I might already have this one. Ooh, now this is interesting. This is very interesting. I might actually buy this. Does this increase anything for me? You know what? Yes, screw it. We're gonna get some astrologer gear. Kite shield, no thank you. I wish to see this as an option. Being a knight is cool and all. My getup is kind of badass, honestly. Oh, that's what? No, that's goofy. Okay, I'm not doing that. Interesting. Not gonna say I'm immediately a fan of this attire. I hope to find something more epic, but for now, this might do the trick. Okay, and now let's see. A hood. They fade. Oh, sorry. Worn by those who look to the cosmos above. Wow. The rhetoric embedded in this piece of clothing, it's like Oh, if you wear this piece of clothing, you're like those who look up to the cosmos above. Yeah, you're just you're epic. It's also worn by those who read the fate in the stars and are said to be heirs of the glintstone sorcerers. Yeah, like fantastic marketing. Like maybe I'll be like that as well if I wear this. Oh, yeah, that's actually kind of silly. I kind of dig it. I think we're gonna do that. All right, and then I get copyright striked by Nintendo for humming that. Okay. Wifet says I have to replace the front suspension on my car next. Everything I own is crumbling around me. My friend, entropy is upon you. I am so sorry. That is okay. The car kind of ties with the computer a little bit. It is like your memory falling apart, your legs functionally, the car, the extension of the legs falling apart. This is very unfortunate. What is, oh, strange crystals. I don't know about this. Don't think I've seen any quite like this before. Ah. Ah, gods, oh. Okay, I don't know what that is. Let us hope that my glintstone blades can do something against these creatures. Come on. Okay, that's reasonable. That felt badass. I always love how good that feels. Well, if it says, I did mention that astrology is a big theme in this game. You know, yeah, no, astrology, okay, I guess we're going to become an astrologer. We'll see about that. You know, I guess I have not done too much research into astrology or the validity behind astrology. It's like, you know, there's all those memes about like, oh yeah, this person's into astrology. They're dumb. But like, to be fair, any kind of divination system ultimately works for the person that's using it. So in that sense, they're not dumb. But yeah, no, I guess attributing like actual magic as we see it like in our media to something like astrology would be problematic, perhaps, but I think most people that actually use astrology, to my knowledge, don't necessarily believe that. But what do I know? I don't have statistics on astrologers. Okay, anyway, we just made it all the way through the swamp. What a fantastic place. We are done with it. Whatever happens here, let us explore. Just as a reminder, I am looking for a new weapon. Yes, that is going to be something of a goal for today. And maybe making it into that castle? What is that? That's cool. We'll see. Oh my goodness, all kinds of comments in here. Solu367, Panobo. Hello, Panobo, to you too, friend. I am uneducated. I forget what Panobo means. I apologize. Does anyone else hear distant bear roars? Asks Wyfat. That's eerie to hear. Whoever hasn't been there for that, we may be invaded by a giant bear man. That is something we've been dealing with as of late. Also, Phantom Malice. Hello, friend. Good to have you here. I am gonna just deal with this man and answer whatever you have said. Hey, finally managed to catch another stream. Super excited to see you through Liurnia? What is it? What is it? Okay, excuse me. There we go. Liurnia. I'd say it's probably my favorite area in the whole game. Really now, friend? Okay, well, I'm so glad you were able to catch it as well. Oh my god, the moon is sick. That is badass. Oh, I love the color palette here. The kind of like the orange faded green with the blue is really, really something. You don't quite see this kind of thing a lot. So, yeah, no, I'm glad you were able to make it. Hopefully we're going to get a chance to really get a good grasp of this place. And hopefully my computer will not betray me as it has as of the last 3 streams, now that I have a new charger. Hellfire says, I call it black cloud looming. I call it a black cloud looming. What do you mean, my friend? What cloud do you speak of? I do not know this. Salute says, Lernia is best base game area. I see, my favorite base game area. Open world area. Oh. Well, this one, I guess, already lots of praise from lots of people. I'm excited to get to really the core of this place and get to know what it's really about. Man, again, I'm being... Well, I'm sneaking into a random camp. Well, this time, hopefully, I won't have to kill that many people. Again, I do find it upsetting that I have to kill all these individuals. Although, you know what? I don't have to kill them. I can just move on and pretend I didn't even see them there. Hopefully, there's nothing too worth the value of looting here, and that I did not just waste my time. I don't know. I think me not killing them is ultimately going to be better for my, I guess, I was going to say soul. Not quite that, no. But better for my, for the character that I am now. Yes, and for who I will be in the future. You know, at some point today, again, and I've mentioned this before, I'm excited to talk about magical thinking as a concept. You know, since we are exploring... you know, wizardry and all that, I think it only makes sense to get a grasp of that with time. And wow, this is really unfortunate. What have I done? Thank you, Elden Ring. Okay, so that kind of thing happens sometimes. Not all seams of the world have been that stable as of late. In the few centuries past, things have begun to unwind. The seams are coming apart, and just now we fell into such a spot where the seams seemingly stopped functioning. Good thing is that I am undead to a degree, and that I do not have to worry about those getting me permanently. Except when you get stuck in one. That is the fate worse than death, is when you get stuck and when you just, you know, and you can't die and nothing is changing, and that is hell. At least for someone who is as eternal living as I will be soon. We'll see. What is everyone saying now? Wi-Fi says the dried finger quiver. Oh, I should probably use that, shouldn't I? Hellfire was referring to the astrology thing. I call it a black cloud. A black cloud? Interesting. Why black cloud? You intrigue me, friend. I've not really explored astrology again very, very much, so it does interest me deeply. What gives it such a title in your books? Also, wow, fair enough. On today's episode, the wizards gets eaten by the tree. Yes, it is true. It has happened. Also, I'm just kind of letting my feet take me where they will, and where that is, I don't quite know yet. I am a fan of old ruins. Now that's interesting. Huh. A magnificent beast? Let's take a look at that. Oh my gosh. That thing is enormous. Oh, wow. Let's take a look here. Oh, yes, I forget. Magnificent creature. I imagine it's probably territorial and does not want me near it, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Most things on these lands are quite territorial, as I've come to find out at this point. Purified ruins. Oh. If we find any undead here, gonna leave a terrible review. Yes. Not particularly getting much purified energy in these parts, but maybe I'm yet to discover the source of this purification. Oh yes. I like studying magics. Oh, I respect you spelling magic with a CK. That's badass. When I say all magic, I mean all magics. My PFP proves it. I cannot see your profile picture except... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what is that? It all gets quite blurry for me, so let me take a look at your profile picture, my friend. Never mind, I'm not gonna look at your profile picture, I apologize. That would have been cool, but this might actually undo me. Wow, close call, am I right? Okay. Yeah, no, dogs are weirdly tough in this place. I mean, the lands between. I remember dogs and all kinds of adventures of mine. Fast creatures. But these are also tanky. Oh, like terribly so. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know, using a rapier to fight a dog is kind of agonizing. I imagine I'm going to die. Oh my goodness. 1, 2. Fuck! Mistimed. Such a mistimed moment. Hellfire says, not sure, just something family says. I've never deep dived into astrology, so I'm not in the know. Oh, I see, Hellfire. Fair enough. Interesting, interesting. I try to stay away from the occult. Just looking into the subject opens you up to influences of dark entities, says YFAT. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting. When you say the occult for you, what does that encompass? What does that encompass for you, YFAT? That is interesting. It's like, oh, what is this? Crystal Bud? I'll take a Crystal Bud. Hell yeah. I'm gonna try to go right back to where I was a moment ago. And if y'all have any suggestions for where I could find a cool weapon, let me know. I'm hoping to replace this rapier by the end of today, because I don't really like using rapiers. Not in real life, and not in Elden Ring. Yes. The dark is glorious. Dark entities are wonderful to work with. Womp womp. You want to the occult soul, says Salute. Salute, I am so happy you made it here. I think we're gonna have a great time having you here. Also, I think it's somebody behind me. There is. I am gonna have to take them in the choke point. That is a nice spell. I really like the Glintstone Arc. It is, like an... Oh, gosh. One, two, three, four. Okay, that time it worked. That's alright. Ah. It is where true humans go to study, says Salute. I see. Also, let me know if I am saying your name correctly. I do not know. Salute, like hello, kind of like salutation. Okay, I'm getting a better sense of how the dogs move here. Surely with time I will not be getting destroyed by them. Interesting. We continue on. Again, not sure what's calling to me or why I'm going here, but it feels right, you know. Astrology, mysticism, demonology, that kind of stuff. Oh, I see. I see. Well, that is fair. Recently my studies have taken me that direction because, again, as a wizard, I feel like I should at least understand the history of magic in the world, and so, or at least how it works in human psychology, and how it works in, say, the internet. And it's interesting. It's very interesting. I wouldn't necessarily mean like, oh yes, I'm learning how to summon demons. Yeah, that's not quite what I'm going for. More so learning how all those, I guess, systems ultimately work together, like holistically. And I will elaborate a little bit more as to what I found as of late. So I will share the insights as the stream progresses. Now, This is interesting. Let's give it a shot. What else? What do we have to lose? Am I right? And so we warp through time and space to end up not sure where. We'll see. Also, I do need to. Okay. Let's see here. What do we have? I think I need to use not the cracked pot. There was the item that facilitates the cooperation. I don't know where. I don't see it, weirdly. Huh. I apologize, my friends. It is a seamless co-op item, and it seems to be eluding me. Utterly so. This is my entire inventory, and yet I see it not. Oh, there it is. There, tiny great pot. Go ahead. Yes. Oh my gosh, what? Where are we? Oh, that is a... I like the gothic feel of this. Okay, let's see. Can we open this? That sure looks like a closed door to me, but maybe I'm the chosen one. Oh. Okay, let's see over here. Oh, hello. Meeting place map. You found a single map. Check inventory. Okay. You cannot proceed without a glintstone key. Ah. Well, we will make it there soon enough. I suppose the land needs to be explored further. And let us check the map. Ah. No, that's not right. Have a single map. I guess maybe I'm supposed to open it? I'm supposed to open it in my inventory? Okay. Single map found on a corpse seems to point to a meeting place. The man it came from is surely desired one, the sole means of gaining entry into the academy, a glintstone key. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know what I'm doing here necessarily. I should probably be following Grace's, and that might eventually lead me to what I would only hope would be a map of the local area. So then I can look at the tiny map and analyze where I should go. Also, YFAT says, best not to dabble into things you don't understand. Isn't that the human spirit, though, my friend? Don't we always dabble in things we don't understand? For how will we ever understand them? I don't know. It seems worth the pursuit, in my opinion, but I don't know. All glorious fields of study. Look into Margziar if you want something great. What is it? Oh, you got it. Rhea Lucaria is by far the weakest legacy dungeon, but at least it's not. It's got some great views. Interesting. Okay. I assume by a legacy dungeon you mean like the big, like local, like castle type area of any given place. So, okay, fair enough. Okay. So these guys probably aren't gonna let me go. They probably aren't gonna let me go. So maybe I should just navigate quietly. Ooh, that's not good. That's really not good. Okay. Can I like throw a pebble to distract them? That would be actually optimal. Okay. Pebble. I guess not. No. No distraction pebbles. Suffering. Alright, this has been done before many a time. We're just gonna go ahead and sneak around a little bit. You can't see me, you can't see me, you can see me. Okay. I am being seen. I had to kill that man so that... Oh, what is that? That looks insane. What's that? Okay, I'll take the glintstone. It always feels like I'm like Jack Sparrow or something, you know, just like everyone chasing me, getting a shot from behind, and just grabbing random shit as I walk by stuff. What is that? Hello there. Are you a person? You have a good sense of scenery. What's up?
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers.
Dude, I look so dumb. like, I like how stout he looks.
Oh, bless you.
Huh.
Michaela's favor can be yours.
Who is Michaela?
Slaughter.
Not good influence. Not good influence on me.
The all
Okay.
hearing slaughtered. But alas, it
The
was
all
for
hearing
naught.
slaughtered, but alas, it was for...
All you need to is snatch it from the big pot. Pretty.
Okay, thank you, ominous Dark Souls NPC. That was very helpful. I now know what awaits me. And I died. I didn't die! Well, damn, okay, I like that. That's good, but I do need to find somewhere to heal once again. I like the side of this. Could we possibly get a new Crimson Gourd? We'll see. What are you? What a goofy creature. That's okay. We won't bother him. I think like half the point of these journeys is that, like, you probably shouldn't be killing every single person you see, and at most times probably should actually avoid confrontation, because nobody desires death here, and I should probably internalize that philosophy as an excuse to not fight every single creature that I see in my wake. Okay, Wi-Fi says the Judicator's book glows. I know not what you mean, my friend. That is ominous, though. Oh, crabs! Hell yeah. Life is good. Life is good. Can we go in here? We cannot go in here. So, also, I just want to say, okay, we're inside of a drowned city, it looks like, which is... I don't know, definitely some interesting implications. No idea what it was called. Is this the... Was it Lucaria? Is this the place? That is so cool. That is delightful to just, like, be inside of this world. I'm a little lost, if I'm being honest. There are so many things that it is overwhelming to to grasp the possibilities. I tell you what. Okay, I'll take this. Let's see. What is everyone saying? Salute says, apotheosis is always the goal in life. I like you. I like you. You're that's based. Actually, so cool. Epic take. My upbringing gave me a bit of phobia against the darker aspects of this world, and I've read plenty of stories that reinforce that fear. That's interesting. You have any stories you'd recommend, Wifat? I'm so interested that, because I actually don't think I know very many such stories. I don't think I really grew up with that myself. I had grown up. Oh, do I share the personal lore? Well, you know, the wizard did not grow up with gods, and neither did I. That was not part of my upbringing or any kind of like magics, which is interesting actually. Thinking about like from your paradigm, Wifat, like you acknowledging that those things have some degree of power and it should not be meddled with, is kind of like giving those things power in your life, it sounds like. Because by treating them as things that maybe you shouldn't necessarily talk about or explore, you are like reinforcing their like negative aura of like, oh, these are things we shouldn't even necessarily be studying or researching. That's I don't know. That's interesting. I think it can be as good as it is harmful. Okay, let's see now. Well, I wasn't trying to jump over that anyway. Let me try that one more time. I am very lost, my friends. If y'all have any directions, I would love to have them. And also, I don't know what is that. What is that? It keeps like keeps catching my eye. I imagine this is a trap, and I should not go under it. What a journey. Okay. You know, that single lonely building over there is weirdly intriguing enough that I want to find it, or at least get to it, and see what it's all about. Okay, now I'm really needing to catch up with the voices. Salute says, then why are you a fan of FromSoft? They are embodiments of darkness in the world. The only one you're ultimately hurting is yourself by not embracing balance. There's a difference between the real and the fictional interpretation of it, says YFAD. That is, I mean, that is kind of true. I feel like YFAD that is based. Yeah, I'm speaking on the real world. Why harm yourself in the pursuit for some weakness? You're human. If your birthright to gain apotheosis, you can't do it. Do that in fear in the dark. I'd rather study and know than be fearful and weak. Well, I feel like the accusation of YFAT being fearful and weak is problematic. Salute. If you can retract that statement, that was a little rude, my friend. I don't appreciate that. But I do like a good discussion though. Also, I should probably wash my feet. Yes. Or harm yourself in the pursuit of weakness. Also, it's interesting, like you claiming the apotheosis as a human birthright. I'm curious what you mean by that, and like, because the implication of a right is that somebody gave you a right to do so. Since I don't know, under whom is it? Oh, fuck that. Under whom do you have a birthright to pursue apotheosis? Like under the capitalist regime? I don't know what you mean. Okay, it's ultimately more beneficial, says Salute. Interesting. I'd love ghost stories as a kid, and pretty much all of them were caused by people messing with things they shouldn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to probably be looking. Oh, that's good. That's... Okay, yeah, that's what I get for intruding on animal territories. What is that? What did it just... Oh, it shoots spears. Well, I have no way of healing. I'm functionally a dead man. And why am I walking? I have a horse. Sometimes I forget. Oh, he also has a horse. Oh. Unfortunate. I don't think I'm being followed. But that is a... Not certain. Also, I just want to say, this place is insanely large. I am kind of lost as to where I even came from. It is perhaps a little disturbing. Oh, wait. Wait. What? Is the bonfire... Not the bonfire. Is the grace to my left right now? I think it might be. Also, I still haven't seen any graces since descending from the... So the fire is yellow colored, which makes me think it is frenzy related. And I don't know what that necessarily implies here. We shall see. Huh. Oh, is that a waypoint? No, those are just trees. Dead trees everywhere. Thank you all so much for your patience, friends. I'm just kind of getting to know this area a little better. Putrefied ruin. Oh, this is where I was. This is... Huh. So that's where I came from. That's where the bonfire must be. Sorry, and that is what I'm trying to get towards, or where I came from just now. What is that? We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, hello there. Oh my gosh, what are you doing here?
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah, what's up?
Donate any sugary grapes in your possession to me. I'm on a pilgrimage in search of the distant light, and when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel the light in the back of my eyes.
I wish I could give you some, but I don't have any on hand. I hope you're having a good day though. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see. What's everyone saying? Okay. Hey, streamer, be lost. It's your job. That's fair. All steps you take is the goal of Elden Ring. That's completely reasonable. Okay. Well, thank you for that encouragement. If you want examples, read any of Ed and Lorraine Warren's books. I see. Okay. Are those like horror books? I'm intrigued either way. Also, we just got an item. Yes, golden rune. Perfect. I will die from a mosquito if it bites me right now. So I need to be a little locked in, at least until I can find a grace. Surely there is a grace nearby. Avoid the knights. They absolutely hate wizards. I think they just like kind of like professionally profile all wizards into a single category and must go after them just based on their identity as wizards. Terrible, terrible times we live in. Hard to be a wizard. Okay. Interesting. Or is that a... Looking at a set of... Oh, what? Oh, I see. This is a machine. It took me a sec. I thought those were burnt corpses, and I was, like, really intrigued. But no, it is a machine only. Something tells me that... Well... I kind of want to go down there. But I still don't have a single, like, healing item. Yes! Yes, the light. I see it, finally. And I rest with my 400 souls. Why do I only have 400 souls? That is unfortunate, but I take a moment to breathe and just appreciate that I'm alive still. Yes, now let's see what everyone's saying. Wifet was saying, if you want examples, read any of... Yeah, right? I don't like the Ed and Lorraine Williams. They are spiritually dead droslings that do nothing for the world. Oh my god. Salute, you remind me of a friend of mine. He also a wizard, him. But I don't know. We'll see. Oh, almost all of them were either greatly embellished or hoaxes, but they usually have at least a nugget of truth in them. I see, I see. And why am I walking? Of course. Thank you. Appreciate you laughing, Hellfire. That I thought that was comedic. Thank you for yeah, thank you for watching the whimsy as it keeps unfolding. I do not mean to be foolish, but I'm glad it is entertaining. Salute says, what I mean from its our birthright, it is something that we must do in our pursuit to destroy those who be tyrants and ultimately deceive us into being dross. Dross? I don't know this word. I'm so sorry. Can you... Okay, we'll see. Okay, I just looked down lower in the comments and saw dross is a metallurgy word. Okay, bro is on actual magic pill. I respect that. Our solemn duty with honor and dignity within human vessels. I don't know. I feel like it's totally... I don't know. I guess that's one way of like looking at like your personal liberation as a project. I don't know if that's necessarily the duty that most people would accept or necessarily agree with that being their duty. That's interesting, though. I do think that is a fascinating thought. Also, who are you? Are you a ghost? Ah. The puppets besiege us. I assume it's these metal things. These are the puppets? That's interesting. I'm gonna just try to catch up very quickly with the voices, and then I'm gonna go down into this place. I imagine nothing great awaits me down there, but I'm very interested in seeing what is there. And you know what? While I'm reading, y'all can spectate an epic battle and place some bets. Right. With honor and dignity with human vessels. Right. I don't know, fancy words, not book smart. What is dross? Yes, I guess metallurgy moment. Why would charred corpses intrigue me? Crit. You know me, my friend. I think it is in art. It tends to be quite artistic. It is fascinating how people depict body horror in any capacity, how they place it, where they place it, because it all kind of to a degree has some rhetorical point. Because you could equally put like a random like a decapitated corpse in a location. You could as easily put a burnt corpse in a location. Both have their own symbolic meanings that are attributed with them, and play on different parts of our like anxieties about our bodies. And I think it's interesting when, I guess, to see how people utilize body horror in games in that way, and like how they like sprinkle it in throughout their IPs, like in Elden Ring. So far, the most interesting location, at least in terms of body horror here, has been the Church of the Hanging Limbs back in Godric's Castle. Like, I've never quite seen that, and I'm still thinking about it. Like, what about that? I guess it had a weird combination of like a workshop vibe with with the aesthetics of a church, but an abandoned church, which isn't. Oh my God, we're really watching a massive fight here. This is cool. It is my duty as a spectator to spectate effectively. So we're just gonna keep looking at these. Right now. My bets are on the ghosts. They seem to be outnumbering the living at this time. Yes. Huh. Wi-Fi says Ed and Lorraine Warren were extremely popular ghost hunters during the 60s. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Conjuring movie franchises based on cases they investigated. That is interesting. I'm a little I'm a little suspicious of those particular authors, just based on the history of Conjuring as a movie for, I guess. Yeah, I guess you think Conjuring, Exorcist, especially Exorcist, for like Catholic conversions. There's a really interesting essay on like how supernatural horror intentionally positions it, like the things that happen in it in a way that makes like the Christian faith into something that is like the only way of escaping its horrors, because it creates this idea of like there is this thing out there, and then like it tends to be that, oh yeah, through an exorcism or some act of faith, this evil thing is repelled. And actually there's been so many more Christian conversions since those films got released, and it's very interesting to think about, I guess, like how the horror field as a whole has been affected by the I guess the Catholic, or just in general the Christian goal to convert more people. And actually, I'll try to remember to send you the video afterwards. Not necessarily. Holy shit! I shouldn't have been such a fool. I think it's following me. No, it's not. I'm quite lucky in that. Putting my teacher hat on real quick. Says Sulfire. All right, no, so it says salute. Gosh, it has been a minute since we've had so many voices here. You guys are such a delight. It is. Every time I look over, I'm just like, oh, the discussion is so interesting. I'm here for Elden Ring for sure, but the discourse is utterly delightful, and I appreciate y'all like keeping it civil. And yeah, thank you. It has been delightful. Okay, let me see here. What are we working with? That's a bear. Okay. We are not going to deal with that. Hopefully he will not follow us. Bears notoriously don't know how to climb over rocks. They don't. They know how to walk around rocks. Okay, we're just gonna keep walking. My frame rate. We pray for my frame rate. And secure a grace. Oh, I remember this. This is where I was previously. Huh. Okay, we're gonna walk around on this cliff on the left and see where that leads us as soon as I sit down. Crit Multiplier says, Hellfire, I'm with you. Well, no idea. Fair enough. Dross is the metallurgy. When melting metals, you need a crucible. Metals. Okay. Metallurgy. So Salute says, in the crucible, the when melting the metal, filth and scum will float to the top. That dross, the scum, the filth, the grime. Okay, got it. Says Salute. It is the official word the spirits use to make the distinction between those whom are spiritually living and dead. Spirits? Is this the word? You said, sorry, official word that spirits use? Or like people who study like spiritual endeavors? What do you mean? What exact community are you talking about, my friend? But that is interesting. I'm very, like, I do love this kind of discourse. Perfect description of the grafting room. Oh, thanks, Crit. I appreciate you, Crit. It's really cool. I love my body horror. And yes, those two are drosslings. What? Anything from the Abramatic false light is dross. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So wait, Salute. What exactly is your? I don't know. Is it a denomination? Is it, I guess, spiritual coven? Like, what exactly? Yeah, what is it? What are you? What are you a representative of? Yeah. Okay. Crit says, so the leftovers from like chemical reaction, is that dross? I'm not native. Sorry for asking again. Yes, all the leftover materials that don't get used. Ah, thank you. Learned something new today. Honestly, same. Thank you for that, dross. The dross. No, sorry. Salute. I meant that was insulting. I did not mean that. Gosh, what a beautiful view, my friends. This game is so aesthetic. It's just love that little castle there on top. I wonder if we can get up there today. You know what? That seems like a fun goal. Tell you what, I'm going to go up on the right over here, and actually I can level up my flasks. That is very nice. I'm deeply intrigued by the prospect. I have to stop myself from doing the same. Oh, sorry, never mind. Ed and Lorraine always came to their cases through a Christian lens, which their critics use against them a lot. I see. That's interesting. I have to stop myself from doing the same. I feel you. Oh, that's interesting, my fat. Okay, I do think, like, I mean, I kind of like suspected you were like to some degree Christian in your or at least Abrahamic in your worldviews, and so it is interesting, like actually like hearing it like said more explicitly. I respect it. I am gonna fight some wolves real quick. Oh, that's a tough wolf. I don't know about that, my friends. I don't know about this. We're just gonna keep running, keep galloping. Yes, that's the word. Keep galloping. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I kept looking at the voices. Okay. What is this? What do we got here? Is there a way in? If there is, we're going for it. Cool. The way in may be absent, unfortunately. That is okay. Yes, stop myself from doing the same because the Abrahamic. Okay, man, I feel like I can just read all the messages and then be cut up because I keep getting the feeling that I'm behind a little bit. Salute. So you're saying that those books are filth? in your opinion, because they don't help with life essentially, says Hellfire. That's interesting. From purview of the blind one, that's kind of metal, I don't know about the blind one. I've met a blind man once, and he was a wonderful power metal player, and he has I'm not gonna say his name, but I think he's gonna be a professor soon. Fantastic guy. Yes, okay. But the Crit Monster says, by the way, if Dross seems in Dark Souls terms the opposite of drags, then human drags, the thing that sang to the bottom. I see. Cut the if. Okay. For me, it is Shinto. Oh, Shinto religion. Okay, that's cool. And I think them autocorrect. Okay, anyway. So it says it's ultimately the same thing, just different polarity. The blind one and Shinto. I see. I need to be educated more in that. I see. So it also says, but I don't disrespect other spirits like how the false light does it. Oh, interesting. Is it like from the angle of like Christian monotheism that like in your paradigm is problematic because it disregards, because it insists on a monotheistic worldview and like with entities being something that is like separate of God and therefore separate of good, as opposed to say other religions that are more polytheistic. Also, we just found a painting, resurrection painting. What does this mean? I know not, but we have a painting now. That's cool. Who left this here? But it's weirdly, like this is strange because like look, this house has been broken. Well, actually no, wait. Okay, so the painting was put here recently because the fire is still burning. So somebody lives here in these dregs of a home. Oh no, a malicious wanderer has invaded. I am concerned. Could it be, is that the bear? Or is that somebody else? That is not the bear. This is a random guy. Fuck me. Alright, I guess we're doing this, huh? Well, I'm just a blizzard, man. Oh, okay, well, I landed something. Oh man, I really got caught there. I keep getting caught. It is kind of nice that this... Oh, he's gonna heal. We're doing that kind of PvP, I understand. Well... Okay. Okay, this is fascinating. Okay. Oh, fuck me, that was rough. Okay. Okay. Okay, brutal. I actually am really enjoying this. This is like the first PvP I'm actually getting where I'm not getting one shot by a level 115 Vader. Beautiful. Good fight, good fight. Nothing kind of like, gets you going like a fun PvP match, That was good. That was good. Wi-Fi says, "Oh, I'm Catholic." Oh, good to establish. Thank you, Wi-Fi. I appreciate you sharing. I did not know. This is important revelation. I imagine this will probably come back many a time in the future in our discourse. Thank you for sharing, friend. I should probably, I don't know, I've probably said it before, but yeah, no, I grew up in an atheistic household, and so I am, yes, coming from an atheistic background. It is, I don't know, the notion of God is new to me. I remember, I don't know, actually, I'm still like trying to like kind of comprehend how society works around God. This is interesting. Anyway, whatever. Oh my gosh, I really missed a lot. Okay, but I'm like studying everything. You can't gain apotheosis in forces of the false light and being food for it. Says salute. Okay, understood. Crit multiplier says wait. Wi-Fi as in practitioner. Wow, seldom meet religious people. I have a dear friend from high school who is. Oh, nice. Crit, you also atheist or interesting? Wait, never mind. Blind one is the best way to put the false god from the Abrahamic cults. Interesting. So like Yahweh kind of like, but like y'all refer to him as the blind. That's so interesting. I don't know anything about this. We have countless named and unnamed kami. I don't know what the kami are. My bad. False god. You mean Jesus? God is false god. Oh, real play. Always has been from the start. Interesting. I despised the gods for a long time, but I can't accept a different belief system. I can accept a different belief system. In the end, I believe in mine too. Hellfire says, I respectfully disagree, but everyone is entitled to their own opinions. Mine is officially Shinto position. I respect that. Why? Okay, I have to agree with Hellfire. Also, I mean, it sounds like y'all are being epically civil. Or not, I don't know if epically civil, but y'all are being pretty civil. If the discussion gets too heated, I don't necessarily know if I'm supposed to interfere or how I'm supposed to interfere as a streamer on YouTube. This is a first for me. People say to avoid religious conversations because it can get people riled up. So far, y'all seem pretty chill, so I assume we don't have to. But if at any point y'all feel like the conversation is becoming heated or toxic in any capacity, just, I don't know. I guess let me know, and maybe we can figure something out and try to move on from the subject. But as it is right now, I'm having a great time and I'm enjoying everybody's opinions and perspectives. It is very enlightening to see where you all are coming from, my friends. Okay. I have to agree with Hellfire. Crit says, haha, I guess so lucky. To be honest, I wouldn't wish getting truly hunted even upon my worst enemies. What? Hunted? I do not know what you mean, my friend. I've never heard of Shinto. Damn, yeah, good fight. Oh, thank you, Phantom Malice. You're kind, my friend. I appreciate you saying that. That was a delightful fight for me. As in, hunted for my beliefs. Oh. Who said they were hunted? I wish it didn't get truly. I wouldn't wish getting truly hunted for my. Interesting. Okay. Crit also says Shintoism is the Japanese shrine religion. Lots of gods, if I remember, had religion as a study subject for a year. That's about where my knowledge of Shintoism honestly ends. About the same as there as well, Crit. Salute says you don't want to disrespect the spirits by proclaiming the Abrahamic false light as something higher. Ah, interesting. Crit says I was atheist. I guess I became an agnostic. I feel like when people say atheist, I think they generally mean agnostic atheist, because it's like, saying there is no God is as foolish. No, sorry, not as foolish. No, sorry, is I guess in my perspective as like uncertain as saying there is a God, just because like you can't really know like a negative like definitively. Like it's like saying like oh there is. Somebody might tell you like, oh, there is a pot out there in somewhere in our solar system floating around, and you probably are going to be like, there probably isn't, but you literally can't know that until like you scan all of it, and even then you just can't definitively know what is somewhere where isn't. It's just, yeah, like you can't know a negative, admittedly. So saying that there is no God, which atheism implies in its like as a word, I don't know, it seems suboptimal. You might as well just say, yeah, agnostic atheist, just implying that, oh yeah, in my position, I don't know, can't ever know anything for certain. I know that I know nothing, but I know that chances are there probably isn't one, or nothing that I've seen indicated that there is a God. So, yeah, agnostic is a good word. Yes. Anyway, that was me. I will not talk much further on my religious beliefs. At most, I might question you guys, but I will not do much else. Also, we just found another shrine. The land between is taking me to places. What? Yo! Okay, maybe Catholic conversion for the wizard. Maybe it's coming. Who knows? Hello there.
You are tarnished, aren't you?
You're so awesome.
You to the Church of Vows. I am Miriel, steward of this sacred chamber.
This is so
My
cool.
apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place?
Dude, I know
How it
nothing.
came to be known as the Church of Vows?
Dude, please, I have no idea.
That is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has caused us, all of us,
The shattering,
to
interesting.
lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Erd Tree and the Moon were joined.
They're
by
different
a
houses?
matrimonial bond between red-haired Dragonkin and Renala of the Full Moon.
What?
And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Erd Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rea Lucaria.
Dude, thank you. That's such a clear explanation. I'm not gonna remember these names, but this is probably one of the most like just like straightforward. Like this is what happened.
Oh, was there something you needed?
I don't know.
Feel free to show yourself around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be.
I'm sorry,
If you
friend.
find anything of use, you are free to take it with you. Unless, perhaps, you are in search of instruction, in which case I will share all that I know.
I may. Oh my God! Study sorcery, study incantation. Guys, is this peak? Is this the best NPC there is? It's like I thought there was. Like, excuse me, I thought the pot was kind of incredible. This is something else entirely. This is incredible. Muriel, pastor of vows. How unfathomably real. Okay, study sorcery. Yes. Oh, Carrion Greatsword performs sweeping slash using magical greatsword. Okay, I think we're gonna have to come back here and get that as soon as I have enough. What's this? Blessing boon grants blessing to self and nearby allies. Don't necessarily need that. But tell me more about Radagon. I don't know anything about Radagon. Only that I've seen this name somewhere.
You wish to know more of Lord Radagon?
Yes, please.
Lord Radagon was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Carian Queen.
Who's the Carrion Queen?
However, when Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radagon left Renala to return to the Erd Tree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort,
What?
taking the title of Second Elden Lord.
Radagon is the second Elden Lord?
To this day, as to why Lord Radagon would cast Lady Renala aside, and moreover, why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord.
Well, guys, thank y'all for listening to all that with me. There are only more questions. I guess we're okay. I'm gonna ask him more questions, but I'm gonna check in with the voices because it looks like I've missed a lot. Goodness. what is happening here. Okay. Understandable crit. Understandable crit. I had doubts myself when I was younger. Fair. Wifet says, I consider myself Catholic because it is the belief system that aligns the closest with my beliefs. That's fair. Were you born into it? I'm curious, or was it something you found with time? Just out of curiosity, but dude, okay. All right. Salute. I feel like the sad comment is maybe a little aggressive. But if you could slightly dial back the aggression towards the Christian faith. But again, at the same time, I don't know. It's I don't know. If you guys are cool with it, I don't know. I just feel like that would not epic. Anyway. Wifet says perhaps, but that was the conclusion I came to many years ago during a crisis of faith, and I've stuck with it since. Interesting, okay. This is why I like paladins. Why call someone believe sad? Yeah, I think that's unfortunate. It's sad because being food for the blind one is sad. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Wifet says turtle pope. Turtle pope. Yes, the turtle pope is so real, you guys. The Dagon hat. I see. Crit Multiplier says, well, as most people who believe in something else than you do, they usually think it's sad, just like you would say if you find a nice person not believing in your god. I mean, that is fair. Crit, I do gravitate towards faith builds in these guys. That's fair. I guess that's what I've seen so far as well. Now what do we have here? A Phantom says, I have a plushie of this guy. He's super cool. He is super cool. What? Look at this. Look at him. I don't think it gets much better, guys. I think we can end the playthrough. No, I will not. But that's so awesome. Turtles are so cool. So turtles are great, fantastic animals. I love those creatures. I used to own a turtle. I guess when I was a child. Good turtle. Good turtle it was. Yes. I think, anyway, being slaves to something that actively hates everyone is sad. I like the dung eater. Those are interesting sentences, like back to back, but I feel you. Okay. Hellfire, it says, if I meet a great person and I don't believe in God, I don't call them sad. That's just rude. That is rude. I agree, Hellfire. I think your opinion on Christianity has been tainted by bad actors. No, it's not. It's rude calling someone's slave a sad poor. That's my friend. That is kind of antagonistic. Please refrain. Salute. If that's what you believe, I won't stop you. If you're saying God hates everyone, you're misinformation. You're misinformed. The only opinion that matters is that master in the equation. No, I am not misinformed. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let us go on from this for now. Okay, let's move on. Malice, I want your turtle pope plushie. Real, yes. Yeah, let's discuss this in the Discord or somewhere else. Agreed. Not something cool. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. All right. Let's move on from that. I apologize that it has gotten out of hand a little bit, but yeah, no, we're still doing epic. Wifet says, born into it, but I did have my doubts. I did eventually become true believer. That's cool, man. If it's like fulfilling, if it's creating a fulfilling life experience, I think that's ultimately like that's the important part. So anyway, Radagon's. Any more about Radagon? I want to know.
It's said that Lord Radagon harbored a secret.
Interesting.
A famed sculptor of the Erdtree capital was once summoned to render Lord Radagon's likeness in giant stature when he glimpsed the skeleton in Radagon's closet. And as such, it's said the great statue harbors his secret too.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You know, it's said that Lord a famed sculptor when he glimpsed, and as such,
Okay, let's learn a little bit more about this Renala person. I don't know anything about her.
To know more of Lady,
yes.
She is Queen, head of the Carian royal family, and governor of the Academy of Rea Lucaria, the great and beautiful beautiful full moon witch. Sadly, her heart was broken when Lord Radagon left her. And then, when the Academy rebelled against the royals, she was locked away in the Grand Library.
Huh. Well, I imagine we'll find these people at some point. Well, good meeting you, friend. You make everything worth it. Atone. You don't need absolution. Based? Okay. Let's see here. The shadow scared me. Gold sewing needle and golden tailoring tools. Let us now find out what this is all about. I have no idea. Sewing needle made of gold, unique item made to alter demigod attire. One of the tools brought by Radagon when he entered into marriage with Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, and joined the Carrion line. I see. Very interesting. And then what is this? Tailoring tools made from gold. Tools brought with the red-haired Radagon when he married into the Carrion line. With these, even demigod attire can be altered to a site of grace. That's very interesting. I do wonder how that functions. I have no clue. We'll experiment with it later. But the journey continues. We have found something absolutely fantastic, and now it's time to keep looking what else we can find. Now that's intriguing. We may have found another tree sentinel thing. Intrigued to see that. Okay, lol crit. Maybe I'll share a picture of it in the Discord later. Dude, I'd love to see the creature. That would be awesome. Also, I guess this is a dead end. Suffering truly, agony. Okay. All right. We move on, and you know what? I said previously I would like to find a way up that one. Actually, wait. Was this it? I think that was literally that was the end of this place. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in the other direction. Hopefully, find something worth pursuing. Crit says, "I love plushies I love plushies as a baby, and I still have three blushes from my childhood. I want to up collection, and Turtle Pope is a turtle legend." I respect that is based. Ald Place Ruins. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I like that, using a statue as a bridge. All right. Hopefully they don't mind me here too much. I'm just collecting berries. You know, typical wizard stuff. Oh, that's not good. That's a malicious wanderer. What do you mean malicious? What? Since when? How are you a what are these? Why are these malicious wanderers? Can I backstab him? I can backstab him. Not so malicious now, huh? Okay. Okay, this is quite satisfying. Feels bad for attacking him, but they attacked me first. I think we need to change the topic, activate the Judicator's book, and get mauled by the bear. Oh, dude, have I... Oh, that's what you meant by the Judicator's book. I apologize. I completely forgot that that was an option. My friend, I am a fool. I've been thinking this whole time that since I activated the pot, we've been set. Yes, let us use it. Toggle PvP, yes, is enabled. Apologies, my friend. Thank you for your patience. You were looking for a key to open the glowing door. That is true. I was doing that. Well, that's a glitch that happens when seamless sometimes pay no mind. Okay, pay no mind. I got you, man. All right. Let's see now. I guess I'm just gonna have to keep slowly exploring the local area. I hope he falls off. Oh my god! That was very seamless. That was too seamless in a way that I didn't expect. Oh. Oh, there he is again. Okay. Oh my god, he can throw axes and he has multiple. Oh, he has hammers. What the fuck? Okay. I forget that I am dealing with a true beast, and I fell for it twice now. That is a crazy build. Yes, thank you. That was quite helpful. Well, for now the bell is repelled. Not gonna lie, ambush shard kind of goes hard. I imagine the bear is not done, and we will see him again soon enough. So while he is incapacitated, I should probably go ahead and progress further. God, ambush shard is so cool. What a good spell. I totally thought it was like useless. The word like, oh yeah, you can like shoot it behind yourself, and then like if somebody's chasing you, but no, it like literally shoots directly behind him. That's kind of insane. Oh, all right. Very cool location. All right. Good times. I must say the local entities attacking us both was quite useful to me. They probably didn't mean to help me, but that was kind of awesome, and I'm glad for their presence now. And we are in old ruins. Now the question is, what are these the ruins of? I feel like any second he's just gonna appear again, and that is worrying. I have a bunch of plushies at home. Turtle Poke was a gift from a friend, so I'm not entirely sure where it's from, but I'll share it. Oh. Nice, okay. The music is intense. Alright. Let's see here. If you want. Alright. Since when? Oh! That's about what I figured. It looked... That was brutal. This is... What a beast. Now the question is, what is his problem with us? Why is he attacking me? This is not the first time he has made his appearance, and it is worrying. It is strange. Maybe I'm sure maybe one day we'll make peace with him, but he seems to be quite intent on battling me in the future. I imagine he's going to be right behind me in any moment. Okay, that'll do for now. Yes. Sorry, I was cooking, which is why I wasn't hungry. Which was why I wasn't angry. Sorry, oh my god, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I keep reading Wife Hat's message as I'm trying to read Crit's message, and it's like making words run together in my mind. The bear is hungry, says Wife Hat. Yeah, I can tell. He's interesting. I feel like I'm weirdly doing more damage to him, which either tells me that something is something's changed about my build or that the bear is different now. What are these? What am I even fighting? Okay. Practicing to backstab these is kind of fun. Starts cooking. Okay, bear can eat none of my food. That's for sure. What are you cooking, Crit? I was gonna cook before dinner and just get some like bulk protein for the week, but today was one of the few times when I actually got scheduled on a day that I'm streaming for work. And oh, that sounds like a bear. That is a bear. Okay, that was kind of fun. I kind of liked doing that. I want to find like some tricky spells like that. Is there anything else like that? That seems like such a fun build conceptually, like a fun little deceptive, like tricky magic build. Also, I can have a horse. I forget that. I always do. Oh, this is where I was just a moment ago. Okay. Oh, epic frame rate. I'm sure the bear is right there. Okay. Okay, this is like my one advantage is having that bear there for now. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. That was kind of cool. What is happening? That I should not have dodged any of that. Okay, fair enough. I like that. What the fuck? Good fight. That was interesting. I'm so confused. What happened there? Was I getting hit at all? Was I? I'm sorry. That's not a diss against Wi-Fi. That felt like there were several moments where it felt like I should have been hit, and yet either the dodge frames were insane. I'm technically not an invader, says Wi-Fi. I don't know what you mean. Is it? Yeah, I don't know who this bear guy is. It's just, you know, something strange. Yeah, no, what about that? Okay. Okay. You know what? Maybe I can take care of this castle thing real quick. Oh my gosh. Okay. I did not expect any damage from that. Yes, slowly but steadily. Okay. I have to say the gameplay is very satisfying right now. Come on, is it crumbling? Yes, let's go. What a beautiful thing, though. I am very impressed with this creation. Thank you for falling in such an aesthetic way, and in a way that's also accessible to me. Let's see now. You were opposing during that fight. I was what? You were I won't write much. My brother needs a visit. Lol. I'll tell you later. Sorry, I'm off. Oh, sorry, Crit. Good luck. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry, my friend. Wifehead, what do you mean you were opposing during that fight? What does opposing mean? Oh fuck. Okay, so I can be hit. Yeah. Okay. Understandable. I see. Very interesting. Oh, why did I do the Stake of Marika? That's kind of dumb. I should have just done the bonfire. Because the bonfire is actually closer than the Stake of Marika in my memory. Yeah, it is. Why did I do that? Okay, fair enough. Alright, let us continue. But yes. Oh, fuck me. What is that? Is that a... It is. It is the... How does he have those? I guess... It was bad of me to assume that this guy wouldn't have insane magic arrow projectiles. That he would be just a random tribe person. Damn. Come on. Okay, it's a little reassuring there. Now let's see. Something that I wanted to talk about, you know, that we got to a pretty big conversation and stuff about things that I did not necessarily want to talk about. But I was talking about magic, specifically how it works, like in our, like, or magical thinking specifically, like how the concept of magical thinking arises. And I was doing a lot of research into that today, partially for my research on aesthetics, but also because I'm reading on Philosophy of Photography by Willem Flosser, and it's kind of a really interesting read. Highly would recommend, at least if you're interested in such things. But in it, he makes this argument that the world of the image is the world of magic, in which I guess, okay, my gosh, I don't know if I should start explaining this right now. I think that might be a lot. If anyone's interested, I can elaborate, but since nobody technically asked me for this, I will not assume that y'all want me to talk about it. But if y'all do, let me know. I am trying to internalize it better, which is why I think the mode of teaching is helpful. Helpful for that. Teaching other people what you're learning is one of the best ways to learn something. Yes, anyway. Where are we heading? So, also I should say, we're learning a lot about Radahn, Rennala, what kinds of stuff. I assume we're probably going to see, no, I know about Radahn. We're looking at Radagon. Yes, that's the one. We're learning about Radagon, Rennala. I don't know what we're gonna do with that knowledge just yet, but I assume we're probably gonna see Rennala before we see Radagon. There is another one that was startling. Okay. And Hellfire says yes. I assume that is a green light to talk about some media theory. Okay. So, I'm now going to establish a foundational point around which a lot of my research revolves, and around which a lot of media theory revolves. Oh, fuck me, never mind, I will in a moment. He's going to do the swirl, and I will dodge it. Okay, I will not dodge that. I feel like I should heal, but I should have probably healed. That was kind of brutal. Well done, well done. Good fight, good fight. I still don't know his motivations. I know nothing about him. He's just a man that comes in, roars, and throws a hammer at me. Also, I just want to compliment the build. YFAT, it is a very, very fun. Oh my god, I did it fucking again. You know what? There. Simple as. That's awesome. Love it. But yes, no. So I've talked about this before, but I think this is one of the most like topics that is like very like under discussed slash not really recognized a lot by the wider public. And like as somebody from like I guess like the English department slash like media theory, it's kind of essential knowledge around which a lot of theory is crafting is done regarding mediums, and I guess like where we're heading as a society right now. But yes, so anyway, I mentioned this name a lot. Marshall McLuhan, what a giga chad. I can adore that guy's stuff. He's the father of media theory, but in his book, The Gutenberg Galaxy, he kind of underlined a very peculiar thing regarding how we as a society or as humanity have been changed by the medium of writing. That, you know, the ways in which we can think are now highly dependent on our capacity to write. And so not just capacity, but just like the very practice of writing has altered how we interpret the world around us. And to give some concrete examples, we can go back all the way to the Greeks. That's right, the Greeks. And the reason we go that far is because we got to go towards a mode of orality, towards a society before writing. So, you know, you have the Iliad, you have the Odyssey, you know, the very, like, you know, oral texts that have been, you know, recited over and over and over in a culture without, like, writing stuff down. That's the, you know, oral culture, whatever. We're going to explain, well, that's the foundation. I'm about to say more. Also, YFAT asks, does a bear need motivation? I guess not. A bear doesn't. But I assume there is. I mean, to be free of any kind of motivation, that's insane. Is that? I think I just saw the bear. Must have been the wind. We go on. Oh, there's the bear. All right. Yeah. Anyway, don't worry. I've not forgotten about the Greeks. I have much more to say. But yes. Oh fuck. Cool. Okay, bear. Okay, good. That does hurt. Oh, I kept drinking the wrong stuff. I meant to drink this. Get him! Ah. Ah, well fought, bear. That was brutal. Okay. Damn. Okay, good fight, good fight, good fight. Yes. Alright, it continues on. Again, still don't know why he's doing these things to me. Sure, one day I'll find out. But yes, I was saying, so the Greeks, they, they had the whole oral culture, and then, they invented writing, in their own text, in their own language, and something happened, and this was observed. I mean, this was around the time of Plato, all these great philosophers, and we kind of think about like why do we have so much time from that period of philosophy, and that's partially because writing was invented around that time. But writing also made it so that we could see things in the world that we couldn't really before. We could suddenly isolate concepts, and that is, I don't know, that's kind of crazy to think about. Like imagine, our. Oh, also, what just happened? It's crazy. I was saying that, Plato, took the Odyssey, looked at the Odyssey as a text, which isn't really something, as much as they would do before that time. And, for the first time in history, you could just pinpoint a word like honor and be like, well, what actually is that? Like, what actually is honor? And you couldn't quite do that in the constant flow of the oral mode of thinking about like reality, because you couldn't really isolate like speech as like concretely as that. And when you could like break ideas apart word by word, as was done through the abstraction of text, suddenly we got fragmentary thinking, kind of like a way of thinking of reality, like in segments, which promoted scientific thinking, because that's how we do the sciences. We ask like, what is this thing, and we actively like engage and try to get to the core of that thing, and that's the kind of thinking that was promoted by like people like Plato, Aristotle. They were very confused about the nature of words and like language, which now we know a lot of like the philosophical inquiries and stuff of their time were ultimately just language problems and language confusion, but it didn't quite make sense to them in that way. So yes, anyway, all that to say is we went from the mode of orality, and orality gave us kind of religious thinking. That was the mode of comprehending the world. Then, I mean, the paradigm was, and this is, I'm kind of quoting Ulmer. Ulmer is a kind of still living philosopher, one of our coolest media theorists still around, although I hope he's around for longer, because I'm hoping to maybe one day do a video like with a collaboration with him, but I don't know if that's at all in the works. I was if we're gonna get there. But he said that the mode of thinking in the oral culture was that of religion and right and wrong. Those were the paradigms. Morality was the paradigm of the oral culture, and then in the scientific culture we moved on to something else. The sciences were given birth to by the invention of writing. That's it. Yeah. So now we moved on from religious thinking to scientific thinking, and went from the paradigm of wrong and right to true and false. And that's fascinating. That the medium was able to kind of change how we orient in reality in that way. Also, I do have very little health at this time, Bear. So I imagine I will not be around for in this world much longer. Yeah, as expected. Well fought. I don't know what else I can do here. I feel like I explored everything, so we're just gonna move on probably. Yes, we'll try to find another location, because I think I'm a little stuck here. Yes. Anyway, that's very interesting. I think most of our society for like the past like 2,000 years was actively being shaped by our relationship with writing, where we began to view the world from a more scientific angle, from a more fragmented angle, and we kind of began to organize reality more and more like a text. And it was even like more emphasized when we invented print writing. That's specifically what McLuhan was talking about in the Gutenberg Galaxy. The whole idea that we can just have this like uniform structure of reality really changed how we saw things, like as humanity a lot. But now we are at a greater dilemma because we are changing once again from a predominant medium to a new predominant medium. The entire communicatory apparatus is entirely shifting. It is becoming something else, and I don't know what this is, but we're going to go ahead and investigate it. I imagine I'm going to fight a giant. Poor giant. But yes, our whole communicatory apparatus is shifting towards the mode of the electric being, towards the image. We're going more towards, less towards writing and more towards, abstract imagery of the digital world, like the one in which I'm currently operating. This is a medium, the video game, the computer, specifically electricity. That's the new medium around which we're having to now function. And we don't know how that's going to change us just yet. And so a lot of media theory is theorizing as to what exactly is happening to us now with this new configuration of, our reality. And I have more to say. Agent L. Scott has left. RIP, Agent L. Scott. I'm sorry, we are descending down into the ruins of, I don't know where, but this is kind of awesome. This is really cool. Very atmospheric bit of lighting there. Okay, you know what? We haven't really dungeon delved very much together. I think this is a good time for us to do that. Ah, yes. Okay. What is that? What are those? Oh. Those ants? Are those ants? Oh, they are thorny. Ants are like one of those things that it would absolutely suck if they were actually like giant, because I just don't know how we as a humanity would deal with them. And so I'm very curious what the people of this world did with ants in a way that allowed them to keep living, if ants are that big. Okay, deeply concerned, but I guess let's keep exploring. I feel like somebody's behind me. Okay, wow. Gotta do that atmospheric walk through the cave. Magic grease. That's kind of funny. What does that mean? Oh, that is an ant. So he doesn't seem to care that I'm here, which is a good sign. Hopefully they don't care that I'm here and just let me walk around. Passive ants. Giant tree implies giant bugs. Oh, well said, Wi-Fat. That does track. That's pretty funny. These are really giant bugs. Okay. Okay, I guess we're fighting. We're fighting the ants. How much damage do I do to these ants? Not a whole lot, actually. They are vicious. And they have projectiles. Okay, you know what? Let's do that again. Let's do that again so I don't have to waste some of my health. Okay, I guess there's no way that I can actually engage with them without fighting. So, I'm sorry, ants. The procedural rhetoric of this game is that if there's a place I can go, I should go there. And so I suppose I should go there. I'm sorry. Yes. I do really like having magic. Magic is pretty cool. Okay, that ant's not doing anything. I can proceed. Right? I don't know. Huh. Grace Mimic. Okay. Cool. What is that? What is a Grace Mimic? I'm gonna have to look into that. That's interesting. Light shows the path, but without order. A fetish indicating the guidance of grace, craftable item. Similar to grace, the fetish draws rays guiding the way, only without any sense of order. Useful as a last resort for those who have lost their way, or for use by those who believe that unrefined guidance will lead to the truer encounters. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so we assume that it just leads you to cool encounters. That's so cool. Okay, I love my magic. My magic is amazing. Cool location. Oh my god, no, not the acid. It's like just like Helldivers again. Goodbye, ant. Never mind. I should have moved. That was arrogance. What is that? Wait, what? Okay, so these are a menace on the local human community. I should probably help out and see if anybody's still alive out here. This is really not what I had expected our journey was going to be today. Okay. Let's see now. Bargs. Okay. Grease your pointy stick to make it magic. Grease your pointy stick to make it magic. Ah. Ah, interesting. Okay, I get you. Okay. Bugs are not whimsical. They're fire ants on top of that. I suppose so. Well, you know, I feel a little justified. An invasive species is a problem to the whole ecosystem. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have. Don't think we can really let this slide for now. Oh, that. Oh, yeah, really, fire ants for sure. Okay. But yes, anyway, earlier I was talking about some technical images, not technical images, sorry. I was talking about, yes, the shift from electricity, so from print to electricity. Now the paradigm is no longer that of the religious right and wrong, or really the scientific true or false. No, the people in my seminar and I were discussing what exactly is this new mode of being, and Ulmer had proposed that it is now not religion, not sciences, but aesthetic that is going to guide us through the electric age. Aesthetic is going to be the thing by which we orient in reality, and that kind of, I don't know, that's interesting. And so what was proposed by Ulmer was that the new paradigm under which we operate is going to be not true or false, not right and wrong, but more so pleasure and pain. But what we have at this point kind of been concluding has been that perhaps it is more akin to cringe and based. That feels like the more accurate representation of where we are in the state of things with the internet. And also, I just want to say, this is so metal. Oh my god. You see, okay, I need to change topics a little bit. I'm going to go back to media theory in a second, but let's just talk about body horror. What these games, especially Dark Souls, sorry, as in Dark Souls, Bloodborne especially, I think is great at this, but now the Elden Ring is becoming a contender for that. The body horror is seamlessly integrated into the environment in a way that you can walk over these corpses, and if you're just like zoning out, you probably might not even see it. You might see the skeletons, but then you might not even notice the actual like hundreds and hundreds of just these smelted human beings which is crazy to think about. That a game can be designed in a way that these all get these can be ignored. Like that, I can just like walk past that pile over there, and it'll be nothing. These coffins, all this, it'll just be just another texture that I am passing by. Except that, yeah, like the bones, they actually did a great job of illustrating here. But the rhetoric there is interesting, because like the reason we can't really, partial reason why we can't notice them is because, you know, there's no smell, I would assume, and the sensation of like under our feet. The fact that they all can just become a blur of textures is, I think, kind of interesting. And I don't quite know where Elden Ring takes its body horror, where it's going to be moving in what direction the game is going to be moving with its argumentation of body horror. But so far it's been actually very prevalent. The whole thing about, you know, the world is broken and it's very accented by broken bodies everywhere we look. And that's, I don't know, I think that's very cool, and I'm excited to figure out what exactly it's trying to say through this constant rot everywhere. Also, just want to say this is a really neat location, not exactly what I was imagining. I'm glad we went down here. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna for a second look away from my screen so that I can preserve my eyesight for just a little bit, you know? And I recommend you all take a break too from your screens if you're looking at your screens. Just, you know, the classic 30 seconds of looking at a far object in your room so that your eyes can just rest for a little bit and readjust. And then we're going to once again return to our adventure. If you're still looking at the screen, I'm not going to say shame on you, because I think shame is not a good thing, but still look away from the screen. Okay, and now back to where we were. All right, moving right on. That looks interesting. What are you? Just a jacked old man holding a slab of insight. What are you guys? I guess we're gonna find out. They look like kind of strange fly people, or a little bit like the bird people from Dark Souls 3 Fires of Ariandel. That's interesting. Okay, just a little detour from through an ant colony. Yes, yeah, that's it. I do think the detour through an ant colony is kind of a whimsical thing. So we're doing good. We're doing good in terms of whimsy today. Imagine giant ants bursting through the floor of your house, then dragging you into their nest and dumping you onto a mountain of bodies to later be eaten. Yeah, thank you, YFAT. That's a good image. It's horrible, but I appreciate you sharing that, because that is what happened here. That's what a time to be alive in the lands between. On a similar note, there's a... What is it? There's a short story by... Not H.G. Wells, but maybe H.G. Wells, called Empire of Ants. Just recently was reading it. Nicodemus and I have been talking about short stories and like Conan and stuff, so I've been on a sort of a short story binge as of late. And there's one called Empire of Ants. Can't say I necessarily recommend it, but it was just, I guess, kind of fascinating in that like it explored the idea of, oh, what if ants suddenly like became like really smart and basically sentient and created poisons that could like one-shot humans, and now we're slowly spreading through like I think what was it, like an African jungle, and slowly moving towards Europe. Yeah, it's just like, that's kind of cool, but not a fantastic story, but just interesting. What are we looking at here? That's interesting. It looks like they're looking at me. Oh, okay. Okay. The place. Okay. All right. So I am outnumbered many times. Still, I will fight on. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to hope they don't have long-range weapons, because if they don't, I might be able to get them all into a choke point. That is, you know, I keep referencing Thermopylae throughout my previous journey in Drang Lake. Thermopylae was like a big referent for how we should handle group fights, and I think this is one such example. They all need to get funneled into a tunnel. Oh my god, that's so much health. What do you mean? Okay. Fuck me. Okay. Oh, what is that? What is that? I don't even want to look around. What is that? What? What are you? Okay. Oh, yes, yes. Give me good things. Give me good things. Not, this isn't great. Ancient civilization moment? Why? Why here? Why me? I'm going mad, my friends. Oh, that guy looks like he has madness in his eyes. Something about him tells me that. You guys don't mind me? I'm just a wizard. Just a wizard. I've never seen a wizard running through. It's alright. What is that? What even is that? I am very intrigued. I'm also deeply terrified. I don't think I should be here. What are you doing here? And it's a dead end. Hello.
Someone there?
Yes, yes. How did you get here?
Well, how long has it been?
I would assume never. How are you here? Gravity stone fan. Uses FP to emit fan-shaped gravitational shock wave. Huh. I'll take one out of curiosity. Lost Ashes of War. Use duplicate Ashes of War. Celestial do carry out absolution of the Church of... I don't know about this. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 16? Well, I gotta get my Nomadic Warrior Cookbook. It's just something that I've always wanted. Let's see now. Actually, horrific location. This does feel like something out of a actual Lovecraft's like short story that I would find. So yeah, like we're going from like, oh wow, such strange ants. Wow, they really been harassing the local populace. We're gonna have to figure something out about them, but don't know what that will be necessarily. Yeah, we'll try to exterminate them, and then we descend down. It's like, oh my god, giant ants everywhere. And then, oh, what? Ancient civilization? And then even further, like, oh my god, they're still alive, and they're inhuman, and I don't even understand what they are. And I descend further down, more ruins, and then what looks like some Eldritch god thing. Fantastic. Definitely feels like one of Lovecraft's, like, more like, I wouldn't say mid short stories, but definitely one of his, like, less known short stories, just like the... Yeah, like, because I think there's like the holy grail of Lovecraft's short stories, and then they're just like, oh, okay, like that's cool, I guess, short stories, and this is kind of in between. Yeah, this is cool. We are slowly eating runes so that we may buy a cookbook, so we can eat something other than runes. Okay, let's gold rune 1. That's all right. I'm about to check what everyone's been saying here. Rolls at you aggressively. Yeah, no, that was, I did not expect that. Okay, here, give me something, please. Perfumer's cookbook. I'm kind of weirdly more interested in the Perfumer's cookbook suddenly. Apologies, my friends. Sorry it's taking me a minute. Always does. Use selected number. Let's do 3. It'd be cool if you had any healing items, my friend. I would appreciate it greatly. But I also understand you not having any. Anything? Fair enough. I don't understand how you're here. It doesn't quite add up, but that's okay. Can I use my horse? Torrent cares less about my horse. Okay, so what am I saying? About helping me, excuse me. Tell you what, maybe if I sneak around, they won't see me. I don't really have very much left, admittedly, in terms of health. I only have one item that will do anything for me. Hopefully I will not get sent too far back if I die. I do not wish to die. This is like that moment of like, oh my god, we're in too deep to go back ever. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Okay, into the lake, into the lake. Okay, here we may not necessarily live, but I may escape temporarily for now. Nothing here for me. I know not why I'm going here, what I'm doing, what my purpose is. Okay, so I know for a fact that it's not over there. It's not the way to go. Wow, this not the experience I had imagined. I thought maybe we'd fight some ants. Is there something on the other side? Please be something on the other side. There's nothing on the other side. I am undone. And so they will never know what I have found in these terrible depths. For I am dead. And no one will ever know. Huh. That was brutal. Oh my god, no, I'm still alive. Oh, Lamau. Okay, whatever. Crazy. So I guess now we know that there's a little detour here as to what is in there and why it's there. I may have to come back later, but for now I will only spread the word of the madness I have uncovered here deep in the depths of the ant hive. I may never be truly the same from what I had witnessed in these catacombs. Wow. A shiver goes down my spine even at the thought of those terrible things. Their disproportionately large eyes and their slippery bodies and, I don't know, their racial ambiguity, as Lovecraft would say. He would be much more direct. It is kind of interesting that they're all just like these like dark-skinned entities in the darkness. That is pretty Lovecraftian in terms of Lovecraft's style. And is this the queen? Those are ants. I think I have to end this infection. I think there shouldn't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just have to. All right. Stare at the Eldritch horror, says YFAT. All right. Do you mean that like mechanically something is gonna happen if I stare at the horror too much, or do you actually, or are you just joking? Okay. The hope is that they will not be able to go too far. I really like the glintstone sorceries. These, or at least like the blade. These are so useful. I must also say that, in my previous experience as a wizard in Drang Lake, I did have an issue with like, oh no, if I use the dark orbs too much, I'm going to lose my sense of style because I can just spam them. I do admittedly think I can spam these too much, although my sword is kind of useless for the most part. Like, look at that. Like, what even is that? But I don't think I'm really at a risk of losing my style, because contrary to the dark orb spam, I kind of have a bunch of spells that I can just use, and as seen in the PvP with the bear, I think there's a lot of options for me here, and I hope to find even more with time. Stare at honeypot ants. That was my first thought too, my friend. I wonder if these are not honeypot ants. I would assume this is the queen. Can I talk to you? I can't talk to you. Okay. I'm sorry. If you keep bringing these creatures into the world, you're gonna have to perish. That was brutal. Wow. Gold rune 10? That's kind of crazy. I didn't expect that. Anyway, my journey into madness continues. Thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all do make these all so much more fun, these journeys. Oh. Oh, I see. It's not over, is it? Huh. We're getting all kinds of smithing stones. Celestial Dew. Oh, I could have bought it, but I did not. I do wonder what is, like, the point of this area, if there is one. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that again this time around. I think, unfortunately, I will have to try the madness. Well, actually, okay, sorry. I don't think, well, okay, I have been kind of dabbling with madness a lot lately. Oh, they already know I'm here. That's not good. Let's not tempt fate then and just get on with it. That is insane looking. Oh my gosh. Okay, don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't think we can really do very much. Oh, there is a way to progress. This is encouraging. And we even have a grace. Yes. Progress has been made. Okay. Huh. More ants. A lot of ants. Oh, I love the glintstone sorceries are so good. That's so nice. That's so nice, man. More bodies. Interesting. Immunizing horn charm. I don't know about that. Formic rock. Don't know what that is either. It really is all just incomprehensible in a way, because I just don't know what these things even are that I'm picking up. But something about them just calls to me. Perhaps the limitations of the game and the little glowing things. Go poke it in the shin. I don't know, man. Okay, alright, I'll go poke the thing in the shin. Channel your inner Virgil shooting swords. Virgil shooting. I do really want to find more spells. Like, it is fun having cool spells, and I very much have more that I'd like to be able to do. Okay, fun. These are wretched creatures. At this point, there's been several ways I could have gone but didn't, which is concerning a little bit, just for the backtracking reasons, but I imagine it's not too bad, and maybe it'll even loop around. The question is, are you motivated? What do you mean? Motivated to do what, Wi-Fat? I think I'm motivated. I'm motivated to explore. We'll see. Melted mushroom. I do like my varieties of mushrooms. That is good. All right. You know, last time we talked about madness. And madness is... I think that really might be the thing that we're going to have to wrestle with almost the most in our journey here. Because there's a lot to madness, and as a wizard, oh my god. Ah. I'm sorry, you gotta have to take that in. Oh my gosh. I think of all the images we've seen so far in Elden Ring, this one kind of resonates with me the most so far. Like in a way that I find myself like my eyes like weirdly like involuntarily watering at the sight. It is so beautiful in that this is just something I walked into. This isn't like a pre-made painting. This is just how the game presents its world to you, and this is a shot from just me walking around, and I stumble onto this. Is incredible. From the from the just like from the aesthetic angle of the whole place, like okay, the stars, it's insane. That the trees, awesome. The mist is so delightful, and the abstract size difference between the many shadowed figures screaming in their, I guess, petrified state at this giant monarch. This is like kind of peak, my friends. For a moment I was truly speechless. I'm gonna keep exploring now, but I genuinely really, really liked this. I really like this a lot. Oh my god. What a place. We're walking through a painting allegory. If it's it really does. It really does. I love this immensely. Reminiscent of Yargul. I can kind of see that. Yeah, maybe like the petrified humans reaching towards something. But in Yargul, it was mostly petrified humans reaching away from something. While here is a boss fight. This I did not expect. Dragonkin, soldier of Nuxtella. What are you? I should probably be healed up for this. What a creature! I fear it immensely, but I love that design. That is so cool. It's so badass. Oh my god, I do nothing. My sword does fucking nothing. Okay. My spells are cool, though. And it disappears as though it was never there. How fascinating. Surprise dragon? What do you mean dragon? Okay, I don't know about that. I don't know about Is that a dragon? Did not feel like a dragon. I guess dragonkin. But does that make somebody a dragon, or is that just like dragon related? I'm very impressed with this. This is probably one of the coolest locations so far we've been to in Elden Ring. Just like in general, this whole end place. Surprise dragon. Also, just want to say an errant would be cool soon. Not necessarily soon, but like I'd love to cooperate at some point today. I'll probably be streaming for another hour at the latest. Might get tired before that. Fuck me. Alright. Deserved. I wish I could just like cast a nuke and like walk away. You know, that feels like that's kind of where like our magic has led us to, you know, that you know, now we can just like cast a nuke and end the world. And you know, as a magician, as a wizard, that's kind of ideally the goal is to be able to do something like that, just based on like the ability to exert your will over the world. But I don't think I'll be able to do that anytime soon. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try that another time. Sorry, again, I mean right now. Crit says, "Oh, hello, Crit. Almost, I'm glad you were able to make it back. Hope your brother's all right. I hope it is okay. A few catching the last minutes, I'd wager. Had to make a delivery and had a talk. Someone passed away close to him recently, and he needs someone to talk to, even at 2 in the morning. I love him. Oh man, my brother. I mean, anyway, seemingly fighting the Noxtella. Yes, we are. I hope your brother's doing well. So sorry to hear it's been so rough for him. You're a good brother for being there for him. That's awesome. Sorry for your loss. Okay. His I didn't really knew the guy, was a friend from his school time with which he sometimes still went out or played a game with. Oh man, sorry. Still, that's really rough. Fuck. Did you hear that? Yo. Hello, friend. All right. It feels rude to move on from like a discussion of death like that. Or either way, well, I'm glad you were able to come back, my friend. The journey still continues on our end. Errant is fighting epically, and I just cast spells as I always do. I'd say you have missed some pretty epic things that we got to find together here, Crit. So if you ever have the chance to look back in the stream and check out what we were up to, I'd recommend it. I think it was it's worth the watch. All right. I think it's probably so far been one of my favorite moments in Elden Ring. Oh my gosh, what is that? What a monster! Oh my, he has wings. Oh, and he hurls lightning! Least epic Dark Souls dragon. Okay. This is not what I imagined to find down here in the Ant Hive. Get him, my friend, get him. Alright. Man, Wi-Fi is just going for it. Glorious errant. And this guy's doing kickflips in the air. Alright. The glint blades continue to go out. I'm using my very last flask. Gods, okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to get in there. This is what I get. This is what I get for even trying. No, no! Why fat? Well done, my friend. Frozen lightning spear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, good friend. I knew that it was too much. Yeah, it was gonna happen. It was like the second I was like, oh, I gotta get the final blow in there. It's like, no, it's gonna lead to certain death. Huh, gonna do the stake of Mark again. Thank you for that, my friend. I appreciate you joining me in that endeavor. I did not expect you to be there. Okay. All right. Is he still here? My good friend Wyfat. This is still such an amazing location. Can't believe they just like packed away a whole dragon here and the... Hello, Wyfat. Hello. Thank you, dear friend. This has been epic. Let us do the sight of grace, right? Wait, what? Hi. Oh shit! What? Since when? Okay, now I bet you this guy can one-shot me. That's been the track record so far. You know, I can still kind of do damage to him, which is encouraging. Oh, I can barely do damage to him. Okay, he knows that I'm doing annoying stuff against him. Fuck, of course. I should have expected it. Okay. Well, this gives me some time to catch up on my voices. I heard it too well. Yeah, sorry, I'm fine, and he's too. I won't let him indulge in despair. Okay. That's good, man. Awesome. Oh, fuck. Agony, Wyfat. I'm sorry, friend. Can't go without the 150 level invasions. It is essential. Frozen lightning is too awesome for this world. Way too little frozen lightning. Guess Miyazaki thought it was too cool. Oh my gosh. Hello, Wyfat. I'm gonna equip some frozen lightning. I think that's only fitting. Surprise ice lightning dragon. Yeah. I didn't register it as ice lightning when we fought him. Also, that's 11,000 souls, and I should probably use those. You know, sometimes you get 11,000 souls, and you should probably go ahead and spend those. I'm gonna go 24 faith. No, sorry, 24 faith, 24 intelligence, and no, the errant is gone. Suffering. Runes needed. Damn. Well, it has been good, my friend. I'm glad you were able to stop by for that. And also, yeah, we're probably gonna do this for, I'd say, another 40-ish minutes. That's my guess so far. Okay, you know what? I'm not a huge fan of this one here. I need faith for it? What do you mean? Suffering and sadness. That is unfortunate, but I guess that's what it needs. Let us now see what lies ahead. Oh, that's so metal. That's actually so badass. Not necessarily the feet, but like the skull that I can't see. Okay. Still wondering why you're still getting your... I don't know, man. Because I did disable that feature. And now it says 0 invaders allowed, so don't know what that's about. Oh, gosh. This was all for a treasure. Let's see what's in. Great Ghost Glovewort? Glovewort? What is this? What? Strengthen renowned ashes to +10. Maybe. White flower that blossoms in catacombs. A spirit nestles close to this grand specimen. Strengthens renowned ashes to +10. Since times of old, large gloveworts were used to comfort heroic spirits, given in tribute to those who died the most glorious of deaths in the hope of their stories, that their stories would become legend. That is pretty metal. Oh, and we even got some more glove word. Ashes to +2. Oh, wow. +1. Ah. So these are, I guess the glove words are like the equivalent of, like, what are they called? Gosh, what are they called? Smithing stones, but for, not for smithing stones, for Ashes of War, sorry, yeah, like smithing stones for Ashes of War. That's cool. Okay. We continue to explore. I think there was stuff behind that we missed, so we're gonna keep going that way. This has been a very fruitful adventure. I'm glad that I didn't like explore this dungeon by myself or anything. I think this would have been one of those moments when I would like, you know, try playing by myself, and because it's a random dungeon, and then you guys would have skipped out on this whole amazing journey that we found so far. So I'm glad we are getting to do this together. Okay. I disabled it on my end also just to see if that was the problem. I guess it's not. We'll hopefully we'll find out in due time. Also, I imagine the ants are back. Probably are, now that I am. Yeah, I bet you the ants are still around. Nothing here. We're gonna have to figure out what that Eldritch horror thing was when we were exploring earlier. Yes. Yeah, like slab for Dark Souls 2 for spirit. I see. They are used to upgrade your spirit summons. I don't want to join that often because of the invaders. I'll have a better solution later. I got you. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I managed to have a completely different spell out. The Glintstone Blade. Glintstone Blade for the win. I wish there was like more spells that did about as much damage, or at least that my other spells did as much damage as the Glintstone Blade. I presume the reason it does so much damage is because it is itself like a charge up ability, which is cool, but I'd like to something more, I guess. I don't know. What am I saying? I'd like to find more stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. For some reason, I'm doing less damage now to these, which worries me. Something has changed. Okay, sorry, I had to lock in for a second. Ah, okay, that's good, that's good. I wonder how the local gods dealt with all this. Speaking of which, I am still very much in a quest to kill all the people responsible for the fall of this realm. That is just something I was called to do, and I think... Oh, what? You're in this game! What are you doing here? There's another one! And another one! Gods... Okay. I wonder if these are as bad as in Dark Souls 1. Because they really did nerf them in Dark Souls 3. And I do wonder if they perhaps are once again brutal. Funny reference though. Don't think this necessarily ties into the greater cosmology of Elden Ring, but I, as a wizard, have recalled creatures such as this, and it baffles me that they exist in this realm also. Okay. But you can't beat perfection, says Wifehat. Yeah, that's true. I suppose so. They are the greatest. in a way of looking at it, yeah. Sorry, my friend. You are a magnificent creature. Although, perhaps in some ways vile. Its eyes are so much more grotesque. Like, wow, than it used to be. Interesting. Wifet says, Liurnia is the magic area. You'll find better spells soon, perhaps. Oh, well, fingers crossed. I am deeply intrigued. I think there's more behind me still. But maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Now, every enemy that was effed up in previous games was later fixed, except dogs. That makes sense. Okay. Let's see what awaits us here. No, not you again. Oh, I'm a fool for even trying to use my sword. I don't even understand why I'm still trying to use the sword. The sword is like explicitly garbage. It's there to just like finish things off. I might as well just use my torch. Like same functionality. I suppose I should probably upgrade them, but I won't upgrade it until I have a good reason to do. And I think my mind is about to be blown like a third time. What? Smithing stuff. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. What an area. What is that? Is that lava? What are we looking at? It looks like somewhere we can walk. There's a lot of butterflies. I suppose even in the darkest places, we still catch butterflies. Okay, I'm going to leave this man alive, but I'm going to go ahead and run away. And maybe we're going to find what else is hidden in these tunnels, because surely the darkness is still lurking somewhere here, and there's more to be found. Gosh. I think so far of our Elden Ring playthrough, episodes, this might be my favorite so far in some ways. A little bit. The thing we had earlier with, I guess, what's Salute was kind of weird, and I'm sorry that happened. But other than that, this has been actually very delightful. I've had a just a glorious time all around. Also, I should probably... Oh, yeah, right. I remember now. Okay, so we were right here. We could have gone... No, we couldn't have gone many places. We could have only gone here, really. And there's surely ways that we can keep exploring the local area. The creatures that roam this place frightened me a little bit. I did not know what they are. I don't even know what I'm supposed to refer to them as. But that's okay. All right. I wish there was a way to use my telescope without having to stand up, because I like the being crouched element of it. It feels like I'm spying on them, but instead every time I click this telescope, it just like, or the spyglass, it just, that was rough. It makes me stand up and I become visible to everybody. This was also a diversion, clearly. You know what? I'm a wizard. I forget this. I forget that I'm a wizard, which means I can... If that thing can throw spells at me, I can throw spells right back. You know, two can play at that game. And actually mine, I would say, are better. Whatever that is, it can't peek around corners. And I hope, actually, no, wait. The only issue is that I might not be far enough. Did I damage it at all? Actually, the cocky wizard moment is over. I don't think those reached it. I do enjoy the not being able to reach it. Okay, cool. The more we know. So two can't play at that game. Okay, look at what's everyone saying? Now every enemy. Okay, right. They look more like fish this time. Yeah, I guess the basilisks. Yeah. Have you heard of the butterfly effect? They're everywhere, just like spirals. the one is personal. Everything always comes back to spirals. I wish it didn't. My mind is swirling and churning, unending. Spin the opposite direction to counteract it, says his wife at. A Mikolash scream insert here. Even though I haven't played Bloodborne yet. I'm so excited for you to play it, man. You're gonna have a great time, man, if you ever do. You must do it. Was that an Uzumaki reference? Is that what it's called? But yeah, no, this thing, it is quite maddening. The design is kind of insane. Is it like... It's like an insect, and I like the skull in there. Can't quite tell what that stuff is around. Those rings are around it, but that looks pretty fucking metal. Tell you what, Oh, I see the way up. The path to success is clear before me. Also, as per tradition, I am going to say that you should all read Red Rising. It is a fantastic book series that I have been rereading physically, which I tend to only do audiobooks these days. But it is such a good book series. I am really like blown away by it, as always. It's so good. Love Red Rising. You should read it. Yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I don't know how to get there. Okay, so the way makes sense now, kind of, but the way up there, it's I don't quite get how I'm supposed to close the gap. Okay. Oh, I do love getting bombarded with meteors. Nothing like getting shot at with rocks. Oh, my frame rate. Can I do anything? So somehow there is a way up there. Oh. I think I'm not long for this world, unfortunately. Am I about to die the same place I died last time? It's possible. I feel like I just didn't see something here, right? Silver Firefly. I should have known. Okay. None of that. Somewhere here there is a way to go. Okay. Gods. Oh, I like the bloodstain. Okay, so clearly, while there is a way forward, it is not that. That's not it. Just Monday, am I right? Okay. Like this, it feels like I should be able to just walk up there, but I can't. Or at the very least that it doesn't lead anywhere. Okay, I should probably be moving. No, that was a mistake, what I just did. Man, what are you still doing here? Why is this your place? Are you just like chill with these people? What's your trick? How do you navigate?
Divorce from one's trade does not come easily.
Okay. Man, I'm covered in blood at this point. I think I probably have a bruise on the back of my head. Should probably get that checked out. If only there were doctors in this realm. Of course, I have nothing to consume. My friends, am I a fool? Is there something that I'm missing? Because I do want to make some progression here at the end, and not just spend the next hour trying to figure out if there's somewhere I can even go. Damn, that's too close for comfort. Okay, cool staircase. Not the one I need, though. Oh, could this be it? Golden centipede. Not where my thoughts first went there. But that's clearly a way to go up there. Like very clearly, just like right there. Okay. It's not there. Eldritch horror beyond comprehension. Attacks by throwing rocks. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Or pretty silly. I wonder if that's just a commentary on how, like, even Eldritch gods are just animals and creatures to us and ultimately behave in ways kind of similar to us, just like other organisms. That's completely understandable. Thank you for your time. Amazing. Rot essence decay. Cool. I've reached the end for now? Oh, well, that's good to know. Unfortunate. Where do I go now? Do I just leave this place? Do I go... Do I leave the Caverns of the Ants? I think we might be approaching the end, honestly. If the bear would like to invade me a few times, this might be a good time for that. But... yeah, and should I leave just like via the grace, or actually, wait, can I even do that? I would assume I should do that. What is this? What? I guess we will come back later. But this is fascinating. Oh, so this is all that same underground as before. The same ancient civilization that we have found is the same as this. Interesting. Well, guess what we're going to explore next time? I think I've learned the secret way of the people here is that you just don't fight them. You just walk around them, and that should be that. Okay. Very interesting, very interesting. My friends, I think we are approaching the end here because my eyes are starting to hurt and I am having trouble speaking at this time. But I had a delightful time. If, yeah, Wifat, I'll stick around down here and wait for you. I'm down for like a few invasions if you are. And that would be pretty cool. Well, actually, yeah, let's do that. How about that? Yeah. Seems reasonable. I wonder if you can invade me down here. What was everyone saying? Mikolash screaming search. Yes. Cause, or some say cosm. Grant us eyes. Do they though? I have not heard any NPCs say cosm in streams or gameplay lol. What do you mean? Are you going to argue with a madman? I would advise against it. Fair enough. You keep your eyes. Everyone could use more eyes. Eldritch horror be under compression. Attacks with rocks. You've reached the end. Yes, come back later. Oh fuck me. That's what I should. That's what I get. All right. Epic bear time. Okay, about as I expected. Okay. Epic. All right. Oh my god. He is a monster. Has to be done. The bear lusts for battle. Damn, okay. Fuck, I'm being a fool. Okay, he's going to kill me for sure. That was a mighty throw. I love that. That was pretty sick. Okay, once again, in a way, this kind of actually has been kind of a fantastic practice for me with PvP in Elden Ring, because it feels like I don't really get to fight this type of enemy very often. And so, as a result, it really is kind of like, oh yeah, I am getting a sense of how to battle other individuals such as I. This is cool. I imagine we'll fight a few more times, and then we are going to wrap up for today. Yes. Is he gonna... He's right behind me, isn't he? Okay, you know what? He thinks he's approaching me. Oh, never mind. He knows he's approaching me. Okay. Gods. Oh my god, that's a lot of blood loss from a hammer. Jesus. Okay. Just as simple as that, I fall. Yeah, tell you what, you guys? I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm going to destroy this man this next round. Also, good night, Hellfire. Glad you were able to come by. This has been such a pleasure having you here. I'm glad you've been able to come to the streams more often. Also, if you ever find the chance, I'd love to have you in the Discord. It is fun. It's been kind of cool. Massive internal bleeding. Yes, I like that Wi-Fi. Yes, okay. Surely he's somewhere here. It's like, it's eerie. There's a degree of horror awaiting him. I know he's here. Damn it. Actually, it does not benefit me to fight around that. Oh, maybe it does. Cool. God damn, alright. You know what, no, I am serious. I'm going to do this. I'm gonna lock in, and I'm going to destroy him, even if it... no, okay. What is that? Was this Sonic Blast from the bear? What? I don't understand. Since when? What does Frostbite do? Alright, now I'm on the offensive. Fuck. Damn. I have to say the column is useful, and I bet you it's probably going to hurt me more than him ultimately. Idiotic wizard. Okay, well fought. I guess I can do it. Can I send a link? Oh yes, Hellfire. The Discord link is if you click on the channel description for the YouTube channel, it should be in the socials. Like you click the more, and the Discord's right there. You push to join. I think it might even be in the video description for this video. Well, no, never mind. It's not. I should make it a part of the discussion. Part of the description. Excuse me. That would be good. Tell you what, let's do like two more, and I am going to call it quits for the evening, because this has been delightful. But yes, I am having trouble talking now, just from my voice beginning to break. Huh, how do I defeat the bear effectively? I've defeated it. Oh, fuck me. All right, never mind. Okay. It's so brutal. Like, it's such a violent build. Every hit just like has this explosive capacity to it. It just of like sheer raw brutality. So he knows that he has to kind of strafe a little bit to avoid the embouchard. Now he has learned as well. And all he has to do is just walk around kind of circles. It seems that the best tool that I have might be the glintstone. Okay, I got a little hit on him. Yes. He tried to roar. He did not. Okay, cool. Interesting. Damn, okay. Oh, those do blood buildups. Oh, that makes sense. That's why those do so much damage. Okay. And that does blood buildup as well. Interesting. That's a lot of damage. I need to watch out for my blood loss. I didn't even realize it was a bleed build. Like, I kind of said it, but like I don't think I really processed what that meant. I forget how bleed builds work. Oh no, I mistook it. Yes, okay. I'm close to the end here, I imagine. Yes, okay, there we go. Damn it. Alright. Just keeping distance. The poise is insane. Okay, well actually pretty average poise, but that did a lot of damage. And so goes my last healing item. No, not like this, not like this, not like... Die! No, he didn't die. Ah, well fought, well fought. Well fought, well fought, my friend. I must do this one more time. One last one for the evening. Okay. The wizard or an original. Frostbite lowers your defense and does max HP damage unless you're in iframes as the frostbite procs. Interesting. Or maybe flat damage. I don't know, actually. Interesting. Okay. Huh. All right. And so the last battle for today with the bear is coming up now. It's fun doing a bit of PvP, you know. Okay. Like Thor when he drinks a beer. Another, yes. I think he's right here. Where? There he is. Okay. Are those wolves? You're a bear, not a wolf, man. Okay, you know what? Two can play at that game. No, no, no! This shit didn't count. That shit didn't count. Oh, because I'm still... No, never mind. No, one more, dude. One more. He said, like... you know, like itching off his beard, tweaking, and you know, I guess eyes bloodshot. One more, one more. No, that was not it. Not yet. We go once again. That was a lie. What I had done before. All right. Now a new era has begun. I don't know what these do. Fuck. Fuck, this can't be it. Okay, random skeletons, go. It sounds, I don't know, there's like combat music and it's like sounds like the Gascoigne's theme, you know? Like a little bit. Maybe summoning is the way to go, just like in the future in general. Yes, thank you, skeletons. Guide me. Guard me. Okay, gods. Alright. No, I'm a fool. I'm a fool. And that's... But that is it. That is it. That is it. That is it. That is all I should do for tonight. I now know that there's still so much to be learned in fighting the bear. The final life is actually an illusion, especially in the world where we can be reborn just like that. Yes, that is true, my friend. True, Chris. That's true. But for now, that really was it. That wasn't the final life. That was it for today. All right. Damn. I need to regrow the beard. Like the beard. I think at this point, I have some more cool spells. It's probably worth the beard. But yes, soon we are gonna see all kinds of crazy things down here in the void. So yeah, all right. With that out of the way, the bear still hungers. Okay. I'm sorry. When the bear says he hungers, what can you really do? What can you really do? One last one. Okay, the bear is not satiated. I think that means that, okay, just one last one. And after that, really, that will be the end. Because, yeah, I am tired. And I really mean it. Let's do it again, just one more. Alright, bear. Okay, so I just know that whenever he advances, I can't just keep backing up or cast a spell because he will inevitably get, oh my god, yeah, do that, yes. And so his whole strat is that he's gonna keep on rushing me, and so I need to be ready for that. What am I doing? What a garbage spell. What is this? Wait, I think there's a lesson to be learned here. It does very little damage, but it does something. Fuck me. Alright, good game. Damn. The movements are so insanely erratic. Hello, Foxkey. We're literally the last life just ended. I'm glad you're still around, man. It was cool having you when this all started. I hope we see you around more. Yes, next Monday, same time. Yes, soon enough. On that wonderful note, I think this is it. Angry bear noises. I'm sorry, bear. I'm sorry. I think this is really it. But honestly, I think this was pretty good. This was a 3-hour stream. We managed it. All right, you guys. Fox, I recommend going back through the stream because I think some pretty cool things happened. We found some Eldritch horrors beyond human comprehension and some ants. And yeah, honestly, pretty awesome stream, I think, all around, except for that one part with the religious debate. I apologize for anyone who was offended in that. I don't know. Next time I'll try to figure out something with moderation. But yes, either way, I hope you have a wonderful day. And on that wonderful note, we are going to go ahead and end the stream. Hope you all have a wonderful day, comrades. See you all next week. Goodbye, friends.